Hey everybody, this is Rap the News, and today we're going to be talking about what our job as a nation is. And I'm going to add a little bit about myself, as people have already heard in videos that God has stopped me from doing every job. And people are like, that's not real. You know, you had a bad work ethic, something happened at your job, you quit, you just a bum, blah, 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 blah. You can say anything, but the truth is that every job that I got, God had a hand in firing my ass or getting rid of me or whatever, stopping me from working. And like I said in my videos, that drove me nuts. I tried everything from online business to import exports, trucking. I even drove boats. I done did it all. The military, you name it, I did it. And nothing worked for me. And I was very frustrated until I find out what your calling is. When you're not where you're supposed to be, everything is hell. Then I say that again. If you're not where you're supposed to be, everything is hell. In Israel, I want you guys to do this, because this worked for me, and if it worked for one man, it'll work for another one. Get on your hands and knees. Go wash up, take a complete bath, wash yourself from head to toe, get yourself nifty, because you're going to pray to God. Get down on your hands and knees and your face and put your face towards the earth where it should be, out of respect for your Lord. And then call on your Lord with a sincere, purified heart. And watch. And ask him, is this where I'm supposed to be? He's going to answer you. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Are these people the people I'm supposed to be around? Is this the woman or the man that I'm supposed to be married to? Sincerely ask, and you shall receive. And it came to me. This is where you're supposed to be at. You are with the woman you are supposed to be with. And everything else just came to me slowly but surely. And then I realized I'm not supposed to be in this rat race world. Neither are you, Israel. We're not supposed to be hustling for the man. That ain't what we're supposed to be doing. So today we're going to be reading about what is our position and what are we actually supposed to be doing as a nation. We're going to start with Genesis 2:15. The Lord God took the man and put him in the garden of Eden. So where was Adam? He placed him in the garden for what? To work it. That's your job, Israel. As it was in the beginning, it shall be in the end. So we're going to find that out. He put us in the garden to work it and to watch over it. So what we work the garden, and we tend to the flock of the field. That's what we do. And then what? We're a royal priesthood. So those three things right there. We work the land, we watch over the flock, and we preach the commandments of our Lord. Nothing more. Our life shouldn't be no more complicated than that. He didn't say we don't build. Yeah, we build houses for each other and things like that. But, this is what we do right here, Israel. Genesis 4:2. And Abel was a keeper of the sheep, and Cain was a tiller of the land. Right? So his children did what? Tended to the flock and land. Watch. Did they need to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go to a job? Aren't y'all tired of that, Israel? You know what I mean? Giving all of your day. See, if you was tending the ground on your land, and you was tending to the flock on your land, if something happens to any of your children or your children need some attention, you can stop what you're doing and go pay your kids some attention. But you're on a 9 to 5 for the man, you can't do nothing, huh? Brother Eddie Oliver said that this is what he want to do. He want to get out from among her and go do his own thing. And we should all be praying for Brother Eddie and everybody else to be doing this. So we praying for you, brother. Genesis 21:27. And Abraham took the sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech. What kind of names is this, man? And both of them made a covenant. And he said, For these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me. And watch this. Abraham is tending to the sheep and the oxen, right? And the ewes, right? Then he dug a well, that I have digged this well. And he dug a well. So where's our water source supposed to be coming from, Israel? We always went and got our water from the well. Not from the water company. Not from the supermarket, Israel. Not from the man cracking the whip over your back. The new plantation is a corporation. Hyperinflation to oppress the nations. Secret societies, Freemason. Illuminati's are the friends of Satan. Punk Luciferians, why you hiding? You gonna burn in hell, bitch, y'all ain't slighting. Criminals pumping that law abiding. Divide and conquer while the keepers fighting. Fake gods clashing with the titans. I don't know. Anyway. The new plantation is a corporation. This is a rap that I wrote. That's the plantation. We ain't supposed to be on the plantation, Israel. But you know what we have to do, Israel? Learn how to get along. Learn how to get along. The hardest thing in the whole world for me to do as a father is make a plan for everybody to get along. And you know what I found? The only way that Israel can get along is that we go by the commandments of the book and we live by them. And the only wrong done, it ain't you wrong me because my emotion said you're wrong. The only wrong done is what God says is wrong. We ain't supposed to be divided, Israel. That's what Satan does. He divides and conquers. So Abraham digged a well, and Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. Not Christ. He called on the everlasting God. And then he didn't pray in Jesus Christ's name. We've been lost, Israel. But you keep listening, you're gonna be found. How many of y'all I ain't gonna say hate it. How many of y'all hate the work field, man? And you wish that you could just spend time with your family at home. You wish that all of the work that you was invested for your household. Because that's how I was. It's some people out there that love to be out there because you're a criminal, that's why. If your heart was right and your mind was right and you had a connection with your Lord, you'll be doing the same thing that your forefathers did. It will be in your heart to till the land. I was the only one in my family. I had 9 brothers and sisters. And I was the only one to go over my grandfather's house and helped him till his garden. And he taught me how to plant and everything else. He taught me how to cover the seeds. He taught me when to plant. He taught me how to plant trees, everything else. He planted fruit trees. He planted all different types, and his plants did very well every year, and I used to go over there and just till the soil with him, and he had something to tell me before he died, but he never got to do that, let's say that. Wish I knew what he had to tell me. Genesis 31:4, and Jacob sent and called Rachel and Leah to the field unto his flock. So Abraham, Jacob, Cain, Abel, Adam, right in the garden, huh? Well, Rachel and Leah, they right in the field, huh? Genesis 37:2. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren. Where they at? Watch. The whole family is together, old and young. It ain't, I'm grown now, I'm out. It ain't that. I ain't even raised my family like that. We buy enough land and we all stay on the land. And we all help each other and we keep the money within ourselves. We keep all the riches. We keep all of the help. And we got enough to help. We got enough to protect. You know, when everybody's staying on the land, an individual out there can get shot and blew away at any time, and there is no one to help. You can't call on your family then, you know, and that's what they look for. Exodus 3:1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law. Jethro was a priest. So was Moses, right? A prophet. And what are they doing? Keeping the flock, right? So all of our forefathers did this. Exodus 18:1. When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all of that God had done for Moses and for Israel, his people. Moses and Jethro and God was doing for what? Israel. His people. What are we doing for America for? What are we doing for America for? You know, who told us to invest in this place right here? Who told us to invest in this place? You got a bunch of brothers over there, and I don't think that the synagogue of Satan government will allow us in our own land without it being a war, and without them coming over there pricking with us, trying to blast us off the land. If we go back to our land, they will be the scaredest MFers in the world. God has to place us back in our land, and that's how it is. You know, so they always inviting us to come over there to Mount Moriah with them, but that's not Israel. 1 Peter 2:9. But you are a chosen generation, a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that you should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. Do you know who you are? Royalty. Exodus 39:41. The clothes of service to do service in the holy place, and the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and his sons' garments to minister in the priest's office. So Moses' brother was what? Priest. Tending to the flock of his people. Digging wells. It's just what we do, people. Matthew 20:28. Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister. So he came to do what? Priest. Part of the royal priesthood. Who is that? Christ. And then what did God say here? Amos 9:14. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel. My people, Israel. Did he say America? Did he say Compton, LA, Watts, Cedar Rapids, Iowa? Nah, he said Israel. Did he tell y'all to invest in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Ireland, Japan, buying stuff here, or and put your investment into the kingdom? That's where my investment is. We can't invest in material life and material world. We got to invest in the kingdom. But while we're here, we should just be doing what our forefathers did. And I'm trying my best to do that. And you know what they calling that? Living off the land. Living off the land. We call it set apart. And they shall build the waste cities. So not only we are attending to the flock and everything, we're going to build our own land back and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards and drink wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Eat the fruit of them. They shall what? Make gardens. So if I was ruling Israel right now, if I was among the leaders ruling Israel, and to me it's like I would have to have a position like that. I would have to be in there giving some sound advice for Israel. We would have down every street fruit trees, mangoes, papayas, apples, oranges, orchards, every damn where. Down every damn road. Nobody should ever complain. See, America, they crummy, they greedy, they devils. Like I said, The European nations, Babylon has become a what? Habitation of devils, where they don't care for the next man. Every man for themselves, right? Survival of the fittest. Nah, that ain't us. Fruit trees and orchards every damn where. Every man has his garden. Every man has a well. And, we have city ordinances. We have a priesthood. We going 100% by the commandments. That way no man is wronging nobody and no woman is wronging nobody. And we're going to apply those ordinances in our schools. And what is our schools about? Teaching the kids about the commandments and how to act and treat each other and love each other. School ain't supposed to be so you can work for the slave corporation. I've grew to hate this damn place, man. Man, don't you go back to Africa, says the ignorant goddamn Gentile. Why don't you go back to your Caucasus caves? We both don't belong in this damn place. This is Raptor News.